You're listening to Where You Live with Gene Sullivan.
Welcome back to Where You Live. I'm Gene Sullivan, broadcasting from the True North Painting Studios. The show's brought to you by Extreme Exteriors and American Family Insurance, the Kim Bennett Agency. As an American family agent, Kim believes there's so much more to insurance than the policy itself. It's about providing you with dependable protection and services. Kim believes that trust and credibility can't be demanded. It can only be earned by what you say and what you do. Give her a call at 651-482-1598 and tell her Gene sent you. It's time now to hear from the Minnesota Multi-Housing Association. The MHA Minute is brought to you by Start to Finish Maintenance Contractors. Start to Finish provides 24-hour service for all your home and business maintenance needs. Call Start to Finish today at 952-259-1219 for your home, for your business, for your peace of mind.
Some of the benefits of successful property management. Are you ready? On-time payment of rent, improved resident quality, stabilized income, reduced turnover, controlled expenses, improved financial performance, less property wear and tear, allowance for property improvements, enhanced property value, being proactive, not reactive, better relationships with neighbors, fewer police calls, creating a community, being a great neighbor. These are some of the benefits of good property management. And whether you run a townhome association or you are renting out your condo, duplex, or 100-plus unit building, membership with the Minnesota Multi-Housing Association gives you the tools you need to run your business effectively while minimizing the headaches. Don't be a good landlord, be a great one. Visit www.mmha.com. That's two M's, mmha.com.
I've got a story now that I'd like to talk about, and this deals with discrimination. And, you know, if you listen to the show and are a regular listener, you know that I have a concern about a number of items that people will call discrimination that I really don't think that is what is going on. But people that might be using a law or a rule, something that is written to their advantage. But unfortunately, there is discrimination that does take place, and I am glad that we do have some of the regulatory agencies that we have, and we have some of the laws that we do have established. So I want that to go on record that I do think that it is good, and if this is being represented to us correctly in this news story, then I think this would be a case. Here's the situation. A townhome association in Orland Park, they've been allowing people to rent out the units that they own. So a gentleman is a landlord, and he'd been renting out to a couple who, in this particular case, they had happened to be Caucasian. They left a little bit early from their lease. Now he is showing the unit. And the next several people that come by that are looking at the unit happen to be African American. And unfortunately, the allegation is that the neighbor to this man's unit came over after he had shown the unit and said, this neighbor said to the man who was showing his home, "I hope you're not doing what we think you are doing, because we don't want to live next to," and then fill in the blank with a racial slur. Okay? And just ugly behavior by the next door neighbor. Well, what's interesting is within a few days afterwards, this landlord receives a letter from the Homeowners Association asking for a very important vote. And the vote is whether to allow rentals under these provisions. They said, "We will continue to allow, please vote for this. So we would like to restrict rentals to singles or to families defined as two parents and their children. Excluded will be single parent families and families with foster children."
Wow.
Yeah. who in their right mind would put together a vote like that? I mean, that is discrimination based on family status. That is just blatant. That is awful. Okay, the owner did not vote at all. Did not sign anything in. Next thing you know, he ends up getting another letter, maybe a month letter from the association. And the association now says, we have decided to change and we've amended our rules to say there are no more renters allowed at all. So apparently the association probably got some feedback, some people saying, you can't do that. That would be discrimination. So they thought, well, then the next best thing is we're going to say no rentals at all. And they think that they've kind of been able to dodge that bullet. Unfortunately, that is not the case. What happened next is the Illinois state came after them and is now taking a look at a lawsuit against these folks. And so the Illinois Department of Human Rights were saying, we think that there is a clear case of discrimination. The association board after this said, we didn't want rentals really because we weren't getting the proper proof from homeowners who were landlords, getting the background screening checks that those were being done, and so that there were good people moving in. So they're backpedaling as quick as they can. Unfortunately, it has been a little bit too late. And so, even though regulatory agencies a lot of times can, as I've said on this show, can go overboard in terms of the arbitrary nature in which they come up with new rules. There are rules that are in place that are very good, that they are there. And I'm glad that the Illinois Department of Human Rights is saying, hey, you know what? This is not going to go any further. At this point, it looks like the association is probably looking at a cease and desist order, perhaps $35,000 in compensation to the property owner, probably additional to other potential renters, a $10,000 civil penalty fine to the association, all because of trying to make rules a little bit too fast and furious. If you're going to make a rule and you really want to say something like no rentals, you need to make sure that you are slow and deliberate in the process, because in this particular case, it goes. There certainly is the appearance of impropriety that went on here, but unfortunately, there are times when there is just a coincidence and there is an appearance, no real discrimination taking place, but the appearance of it, and can get you into trouble. So I hope that this association or this board will learn very quickly what it is that they can and can't do. Well, that's all the time we have for today's show. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and look forward to having you here next Saturday on Where You Live.
To be loved by you, how sweet it is to be loved by